Good morning and happy Sunday. Man, Sunday comes quickly. So, this is my Clearing the Bases weekly episode. Sorry about my lighting. I've been getting it fixed on Friday, by the way. Uh, Clearing the Bases episode where I cover a million topics that I found interesting this week that I either didn't have time to cover in a video or they didn't rise to the level of a video. A lot of this today is actually Heritage Auction closed a monster auction last night with some big time stuff that I'm just going to kind of breeze through. And in one case, they sold an item for significantly less than a comparable item had sold for earlier this year. So we'll get to that. But first of all, I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to go through. I'm going to just mention all the links very quickly before I get to, excuse me, before I get to my headliner. All the links I'm going to put in my newsletter. It's a lot this week. So, actually, before I do that, yesterday I covered whether card grading is a scam, and I mentioned this. This 58 All Star Hank Aaron came back at 3.5, and he was sure it wasn't a 3.5, so he cracked it, resent it, came back an 8. And that's that's a big problem to me that one grader will give it a 3.5 and another will give it an 8. And these are reviewed by multiple graders and they have to agree. That's my understanding. So for that to happen, it's pretty wild. All right. So first of all, Walker Bueller's dad has amassed enormous collection of his son's trading card. This will be in my newsletter this week. Giant Sports Cards lands on Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing private companies. When baseball's devastating strike began 30 years ago, which cards were collectors chasing? This is really fun. There are obviously some really obvious ones like Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., but there's some surprising ones too. Uh, this, oh yeah, so the 715th home run bases were pulled from auction. I covered this last week after the Braves have challenged it. And I believe the Braves are now suing Heritage over this. It's an interesting story. The Never Miss a Super Bowl club member is parting with 58 years of memories. There he is. And I guess I can't do that one because you have to have. Oh, Astros fans rally to help 13-year-old get his autographed cards back. It requires a subscription. That is unfortunate. All right, his lifelong passion, collection of decades of Buffalo sports memorabilia collection going up for sale. And Pokemon trading card shop allegedly contained $1 million worth of meth. Walter White would be proud. Genuine and authentic Central Mass sports card dealer sells cards to Tom Brady. This is a great story. And lastly, Gillette Man aims to turn card collection into scavenger hunts for kids. These will all be in my newsletter. Link is in the description. Free to sign up, junkwaxhero.com if you want to read any of those. All right, let's jump in here. So Heritage had a bunch of massive cards last night or the day before. I'm not sure. 2003 limited logos, Michael Jordan PSA 9. The PSA 9 ended at a price 6 times higher than the last card and nearly twice the BGS 9 that ended a month ago. So Jason at Heritage is saying PSA has taken firm control over the modern basketball market. They've taken firm control over pretty much everything except pre-war vintage, especially baseball. All right. After touring the country, this Babe Ruth, this is the title. This is my big item here. And I don't have anything that I'm going to talk about much this week. So we're going to breeze through all these items. This Babe Ruth Called Shot jersey sold for $24 million. Now the highest selling piece of sports memorabilia. And Heritage says it became the world's most valuable piece of sports memorabilia. Just selling doesn't make it become the most valuable. There are other things that are more valuable that just haven't sold in a long time that are believed to be more valuable. $24 million is the highest selling. It's almost twice what the Mantle 52 Tops SGC 9.5 sold for. Speaking of SGC vintage, this is a Wilt Chamberlain rookie, 1961 Fleer, that SGC just graded this week as a 10. And a lot of people are saying, well, those edges are too rough to be a 10. It's called a rough cut. SGC allows it because it's the way it came out of it's the way it was cut at the manufacturer. In fact, SGC likes it, and most vintage collectors like it too. This is the first SGC 10 on this card. Very cool. This Cobb T206 PSA 9 sold for $870,000 last night, just shy of the all-time Cobb record. A lot of this stuff comes from Will Stern and Collect. They do a lot of coverage of auction sales. And then this is the Jackie Robinson jersey, 1951, sold for $5.5 million. Wore it in 2 consecutive World Series. So that's cool. There's the jersey. We have this Hank Aaron rookie jersey, and he was originally number 5 his rookie year, switched to 44. And I can't see it here, but I know you can if you were able to zoom in. You can see the 5 where they removed the 5 and then stitched over it with 44. This one sold for $2.1 million, blowing away the record for any Aaron jersey sold publicly. Jackie Robinson debut ticket sold for $324,000, graded a PSA 1.5. If I can collect a little bit here, it would be nice if they would show a picture of the item. This isn't a picture of the item, or a link to the item. I don't know why they don't do that. They show a previous one, PSA 2 sold by Heritage for $480,000. But Darren, why would you not show a picture of the item or a link to the item? It bothers me more than it should. Okay, now we get back into the same thing as the LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry 1-of-1 autograph card. They're doing the same thing with the Shohei 40-40 night. They're going to do a 1-of-1 inscription autograph card. Here's what it looks like. It's cool. I mean, he had a grand slam to walk off a game. I wonder if is this a real thing? Has he already signed this? Or are they just mocking it up? If you know, let me know. So yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. It's you buy any of these and you'll receive a chance, a very slim chance at getting any of these autographs. All autos are redemptions, according to Topps, and then they say no purchase necessary. Is that because somebody explain to me why does it say no purchase necessary when you have to buy the card? Someone who buys a Topps Now base card will receive a 1-of-1. Someone who buys, but no purchase necessary. Somebody explain this to me in comments. You can comment about anything on this video. I always enjoy hearing your thoughts. All right, Auburn 35 and Paul Lesko alleged that Babe Ruth Red Sox ball and bounce checks, and this was on the website. Where is it here? It is on Live Auctioneers. I covered this a week or two ago. Live Auctioneers, they sell anything. There's no need for it to be legit. And now there's a big lawsuit, not big, but there's a lawsuit over some autographed balls that are apparently fake. All right, back to Heritage. This is a 9.2 CGC, and the pedigree is Dallas Fort Worth collection. They found a ton of video games in a collection, a lot of them sealed, and this is sealed first edition Zelda, CGC 9.2, sold for $375,000. That's a lot of money. But as one of my commenters pointed out, an 8.0 right here sold for $700,000 earlier this year. So has the gaming market, at least sealed, plummeted? It seems like it has. This is obviously very anecdotal, so don't quote me on that. And then you have this 9.6 Metroid sealed from the same collection that sold for $125,000. Classic games. You can still see the 34.99 KB Toys sticker on this. Love that. All right, Leaf Trading Cards. The brand new CEO has resigned. He just took over for Brian Gray, I want to say earlier this year. If you know anything about this, let me know. This is Kevin O'Neill. I don't know why he would have resigned so fast. 1910 Piedmont Cigarettes oversized trifold advertising sign. Let's see if we can get a full size picture. There we go. $10,800. That's really cool. Love to hang that on my wall. And then Jeff Wilson put out a bounty for the LeBron, Steph Curry, KD card, 250,000. He's got his arms crossed, and he had released this very angry video at Ken Golden earlier in the week. He's very mad. He's giving $250,000, and he's partnered with Fanatics Collect and Sotheby's to give additional auction upside. But then only at Grand Slam Collectibles say that they're offering $500,000. And Ken Golden is out. He says, "Great offer, good luck." And whatever you think about Ken, he knows the market. He knows he has a lot of people. He's probably called all the big basketball collectors and said, "What would you pay for this?" He's got to know $500,000 is too much. But I don't know. Who knows? Neo Cards and Comics posts this, and I don't collect comics at all, as you know. But this is somebody, who was this? Palm Beach Presser. CGC inner walls are now warping and bending within the case. 43 pressed books, 6 were significantly bent and unworthy of the 9.8s and 9.6s received. Yikes. I saw this 52 tops mantle. That is in rough shape. That was in somebody's wallet for decades, probably. That's a wallet card. We get to some fun stuff here. 100% binders. This is Frick. Somebody asked, boxes or binders, and this person, they put in one of their doubles, and in a few cases they have some reprints, but most of these are legit cards. I just thought this was a great display. And then we have Dan's vintage PC YouTuber here, along with Mark Hoyle in Mark's amazing Red Sox room, which I have been trying to get to. Haven't had a chance to. Look at this room. He's got everything in it. It's crazy. Dan's going to put a video out, I think today, Dan's vintage baseball PC. I'll link to it in my newsletter tomorrow. And then here's a T206 carpet of cards. I don't know how does this work? How do you take this picture? Is this all, are they photoshopped in? Or did somebody put all the cards out and then take a picture from a mile above? So this is a T206 collection. 500 and somebody said 520 of them. Just a really cool photo. All right, and then you have to take one of these players off and replace them with someone else. Who's it going to be? In my opinion, it has to be LeBron, and someone else agreed. This real card creator, I don't know how this person does this. Look at they put Bird in. It looks completely natural. Not only that, but he put in an insanely realistic looking autograph. Same color, same size. It's awesome. Really cool. All right. A collector named Sean recently picked up a box of 24 Tops Tier 1. This is Sean. Gil Hodges' one of one bat barrel relic card. He was going to keep it, and then he decided he would reach out to the Dodgers in hopes of contacting Gil Hodges' family to give them the card, and he, sure enough, did. There's Gil Hodges' son. So, really nice story. Remember, junkwaxhero.com for my newsletter. Nice and quick this week. That's covers everything. There was just a lot of auction stuff, which is a lot of fun. Put any comments in comments, and I'm off all week. A lot of yard work. We'll see what I can do for videos this week. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great week.